walking, Labour walking. Are you ready? Are you clan. Yes, we care for the elderly, under 18, over 60, and caregiver free, yeah. Now the country's smiling again. They had to run away from the stress and no distress. Yes, the country's smiling again. Never again will ever experience that shit. Yeah, labor working, labor working, labor working, labor working. Change, real change. For years we couldn't fly out of the sunset. No, anytime it's late or leisure, it's change, real change. West Indies cricket was only television. Now we see them live in the stadium. That is change, real change. The top hotels were only 4. Now we add a diamond from Morocco. That is change, real change. We used to host only at Calvary Hotel, but we stayed house all summer as well. That is change, real change. High rents were pain and confusion till Scarrow's housing revolution. That is change. That is change. Labor working, 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 labor working. Are you ready? Are you ready?
nation. Labor is a must. So I'm a recognition that God we trust will always favor us with 5 more years. 5 more years. It's 5 more years. 5 more years. 5 more years. 5 more years.
Dominica, the way they stress you with so much debt. I shall never forget the way they stress you with so much debt. Hey, do not mess with a ripping song. We are not regressing. We are advancing. I'm gonna say forward. We're moving on. Get them. Appreciation come on for your van. Now they want to be in your neighborhood. You only like company, sell for little money. Now they want to be in your neighborhood. Computer did always break down. Salary was always late in tongue. From Lime and Social Security, they did tired, borrow money. Dominica wanting you. Dominica in red. I happy you happy, not blue. Nobody wrong you. Should take your dry girl from you. I want you to know you look beautiful, you glow. I can never forget, no, the way they stress you with so much debt. I shall never forget, Dominica, the way they stress you with so much debt. Yeah. We are turning back your way. Avance, hey, forward. Because you're looking nice, it is so. We're moving forward. Yeah, numbers.
Follow your leader, 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 follow your leader. Who's the leader? Follow your leader, 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 follow your leader. Labour. Give me. Oh yeah. Oh, Dominica, God has blessed her with a young and God-fearing leader. Let's judge a man by his merit. David Wellington could walk the shoes of Skerritt. With all this development we see now happening, projects upon projects coming from grant funding. How you expect me to turn around and vote back this workers' party when the leader cannot even present a TV? So my people with Skerritt and Labour will have a bright future. Taking us to the next level that we must ensure. Musa Ballet, desire play. Tell them wherever Roosevelt Skerritt go, we go follow. Tell Paul Joe, Alain Angelo. Tell them wherever
Good evening, Salisbury.
Roosevelt Skerritt go, we go follow. Tell Linton, the workers' days are done.
Salisbury, let me hear you. Are you surely from Salisbury? Mon Ratchet. Colebe Stray. And where's Grand Savan? All right. So the whole constituency there. Eskes of power. Tonight we are here for the launching and the endorsement of my friend and colleague Nicholls Shanks Esprit, the next parliamentary representative for the Salisbury constituency. Do you believe that? Well, if you believe that, we're going to make a serious change in Salisbury. They asked for change, and that's where we're going to give them the change right here in Salisbury, the real change. And I hear, Shanks can win. Eh? Or do you tell me something? I hear Shanks can win. Tell me something. I hear Shanks can win. And of course, the Dominica Labour Party will be victorious on December 8th. And we call on Salisbury, Salisbury, Grand Savan, and Monrachet to put a man in government to ensure that you have proper representation. And that is a man that we're presenting tonight. A man who can bring change, a man who can work hard, a man who can ensure that Salisbury, Monrachet, Salisbury, and Grand Savan will see progress and development. Labour! Labour! I want them to hear you all over the place. Labour! I hear we are live. We are live on Kyrie FM. We are live on Kyrie FM in Roseau and Kyrie FM St. Lucia. And so we're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to endorse our candidate. Our political leader will be here later on in the program to endorse Shanks. And of course, the Dominica Labour Party will be marching on to victory. Of course, our program continues tomorrow night. Anybody know where we're going tomorrow night? We're going to the valley to do what? Of course, to present our manifesto. And of course, on Saturday night, where we going? We're heading to Grand Fort. And on Sunday, no, St. Joe is not yet. On Sunday, we're going to Buffet State with Ambrose George. All right. Did you like what we did last Saturday on the Bayfront? Within the course of the campaign. Into the podium for the national. Let us stand at attention, please.
Isle of beauty, Isle of splendor, Isle to all so sweet and fair. All must surely gaze in wonder at thy gift so rich and rare. Rivers, valleys, hills, and mountains, all these gifts we do extol. Healthy land so like all fountains, giving cheer that warms the soul. Dominica, God has blessed thee with a clime benign and bright, pastures green and flowers of beauty, reverence fair. May we ever seek to praise thee for these gifts so rich and rare. Come ye forward, sons and daughters of this gem beyond compare. Strive for honor, sons and daughters, do the right, be firm, be fair. Toil with hearts and hands and voices, we must prosper, sound the call, in which everyone rejoices, all for each and each for all.
It's here when you do the national anthem like that. Oh God, Salisbury have beautiful people and wonderful voices. Somebody make some noise for Colette Ambo. Beautiful, very good rendition of the national anthem of Dominica. And as we continue to pay our respects, we of course honor the Almighty Father, and we call on Mr. Lambert Frank to offer a word of prayer.
Good evening, everyone. We are going to look to God in prayer. He is the source of our strength, and therefore we must recognize him in everything we do. My prayer is based on Deuteronomy chapter 7, verses 14, and chapter 30 and verse 9. Loving Father, you are the King and the Lord of Help them also to render justice to our people. Let your righteousness fill our nation. Let all the forces of darkness, division, destruction, and demon be destroyed. Let there be peace and prosperity in our land. Father, I also pray for the people of my nation. Bless the effort of their hands. Let our nation overflow with milk and honey. Let our barns be full. Let our people sing and dance in full contentment. Let your joy rule our hearts. Let your peace rule our nation. Let your righteousness control. Father, shower your blessing on every one of us in this gathering today and forever. Help us to live in freedom and peace and prosperity. If my people who are called by my name should humble themselves and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, and forgive their sins, and heal their lands. The Lord your God will make you abound in all the works of your hand, in the fruits of your body, in the increase of our hands, in the increase of our livestock, and the produce of our land for good. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verses 14, and Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 9. May the Lord bless us as we listen attentively to whatever is taking place tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Let me hear the people of Labour say amen. Let me hear you again, amen. Let all of Salisbury hear you with an amen. Labour! All right. Are you ready? You ready? All right. Okay. So we're getting ready for a program, and Mr. DJ, you have to work with me. You know, you got to pump us up a little bit. Yeah. Send it, send it, send it. Yeah.
Are you ready?
You come back, you come back. Send it up when you're ready. All right, because the people of Labour, we dress in red. And we're red hot. All right, so you can't keep us cold. All right? We got to be red hot as we turn Salisbury red. Very, very red. So tonight, to officially welcome you with a solidarity message, with welcome remarks, we're going to bring a young man who has been committed to the Dominica Labour Party. A young man who has, from time to time, taken his own personal, treasures and shared with people. A young man who has supported every Labour Party candidate that we have had in the last few elections. A young man who has managed the campaign, and a young man who is certainly going to ensure that Shanks brings the Salisbury seat to the Dominica Labour Party. Welcome to the podium, Mr. Erickson Robinson.
Labour! I read. We read, ready. He read, she read. We read, ready. You read, they read. We read.
Good evening, Labourites.
Good evening, Labourites. Monrachet, are you there? Salisbury, are you there? Grand Savannah, are you there? Salisbury. Good evening, everybody. Candidates, fellow Labourites, comrades, all. Let me be as frank and straight with you tonight. As a fellow foot soldier in the Dominica Labour Party, but most importantly, a registered voter in the Salisbury constituency, it is with great sense of pride that I welcome you here to the Salisbury constituency. The Salisbury constituency is made up of the communities of Salisbury, Grand Savannah, Salisbury, and Monrachet. God works in mysterious ways. His wonder to perform. I say this because from the statement that has been made in the 2009 general elections. The constituency of Salisbury is one of the few constituencies in Dominica which is blue. However, we must note that it is surrounded by red. I am reminded that painting is a gradual process. Not all the surface is done at the same time. Gradually, the painter comes around and ensures that the entire surface is completed or completed painting. Over the last 5 years, the Labourites in the Salisbury constituency, through the able leadership of the Dominica Labour Party, has remained committed to the complete painting of this job. I have reminded and remain unwavered. Most of us, our dreams are finally coming fruition. Tonight, we are here to endorse a candidate, one of the most formidable forces or formidable young men in the Salisbury constituency, a young man of the soil, a young man, Nicholls Shanks Esprit. Tonight is indeed special. Special because the candidate has an experience of being a blue. Special in that his experience was regrettable, but instructive. By his own will, he has gained the insight to change the course of his own political engagement. And tonight, he will tell us why the Dominica Labour Party is the party of choice. He will also tell us tonight the future of Salisbury lies in the Dominica Labour Party. He will also tell us tonight that he will ensure that the painting is completed. Hello, Labourites. We are going to ensure that Salisbury is painted red. With this historic endorsement of our candidate tonight, when the dust settles on the 8th of December, Salisbury will definitely be a red constituency. The people of this constituency has asked me to welcome you. The hard-working farmers, the fishermen, the hotel and tourism workers, the skillful men and women, the accomplished elderly, the women, and of course the thriving young people. They are all asking me to say welcome to the Salisbury constituency. In terms of our presence here tonight, I will send a clear message to every single individual, particularly those that intend to support us, that this future of Salisbury stands safe with Nicholls Shanks Esprit and the Dominica Labour Party. I want to remind you tonight, you are in good hands. You are in safe hands, as long as you ensure that the Dominica Labour Party is retained into office, and we are sending Nicholls Shanks Esprit to the Parliament to represent us. Comrades, friends, please enjoy this moment. Enjoy it with us, and welcome to this evening's activity. I thank you. Labour!
Thank you, Erickson. And Erickson told you that we're going to paint Salisbury red. And I hope that you believe that and you understand that. Because you know what? What you have now, compared to what you're getting, what Labour is giving you, is chalk and cheese. You know that. So back where more? Huh? And you don't believe me? What you have now compared to what Labour is giving you for representation is chalk and cheese. And that is why you have to send Nicholls Shanks Esprit to Parliament to represent you. Because if you want to ensure the future of this constituency is safe, you have got to send Nicholls Shanks Esprit. And you know what? Labour is not losing any of its seats. Labour can only stand to gain seats. And we want Salisbury. We want the Salisbury constituency. Are you going to give Labour Salisbury? They cannot hear you. Are you going to give Dominica Labour Party Salisbury? All right. Well, you're going to have to work hard to do that. We all know that. And you've got to go in the byways and highways. Because, you know, this is serious business. This is serious business. It is not just about following Labour and going all over the place. This is about the future of your communities. This is about a man who is putting himself forward to represent you and entering the political arena, not for himself, but for you. I believe everything that Shanks will do, he will do it just for you. And so you must do one thing for him. On December 8th, you have got to vote Nicholls Shanks Esprit, send him to Parliament to represent you and to give you effective representation. Labour! I want to bring to the podium a gentleman who is applying the pressure on them. A man who has lived in the diaspora for many years and who has supported Labour with everything that he has. He has given all that he has to Labour, and is a man that they're afraid. A man who tells it as it is. A man who knows that Labour is the best thing for Dominica. Put your hands together. Make some noise as we bring to the podium pressure.
Mr. Chairman, ministers, ladies and gentlemen, us Labour, Kulibishri Monachet Salisbury. Here we are. I am here to tell you about my next minister in Salisbury, Mr. Shanks Esprit. That's the way I call him. That's the way I know him. Hello? We're there to support him. That's a man we haven't voted for. But I have seen work he's doing for us. That's a man I have faith in. I know what he can do. I trust him. He will do it with his whole heart. Ladies and gentlemen, Labour supporters, we in Salisbury, all the blues, they shouting, they cussing me, they biting, they want to fight. But I give the pressure for Labour. They cannot touch us. Please, please, young people, vote for Mr. Esprit on the 8th of December. Don't let me down, don't let him down. Listen to me once more. God give us a prime minister to run our country. Right now we got another, God give us another minister to run Salisbury. And I have no regret to say that. I have seen that man work. Young people, old people, he's with them. Our last minister we had with there, he tried, but workers is crook. They will take everything and they will let us down. Ladies and gentlemen, on the 8th of December, I will be there with you. If he need help to clean Salisbury, I'll be there. Let me tell you a short little thing about workers. 20 years they're in Salisbury. They cannot show us one thing they do in Salisbury. We haven't voted for Mr. Esprit, but I can show you so much he have done. So if you have that man to work for us, we cannot fail. Labour all the way. I cannot go too long. I just introduced my partner, and he's a young man, Mr. Esprit. He's the next minister for Salisbury. Thank you.
That's right, Mr. Shillingford. And you know, he said something, that Shanks will do this from his heart for you. He will do this because he wants to do it for you. He will work with you because he believes in you and you can believe in him. And that is important. It is not just a jump-up session that we have brought for you tonight, for you to enjoy yourself and dance around the place. This is serious. And Salisbury must wake up and listen. For 20 years, he told you. For 20 years, workers has been in this constituency, and we have nothing to show for it. Now, the Dominica Labour Party is ready to take you, embrace you, and lift you up. And the man for that is Nicholls Shanks Esprit. And so if you're listening at your home, you know very well that this is a man that will put all his effort to ensure that we develop our people. Our young people, they have to go to school, to college, to university. We have to ensure that we have somebody who can represent them effectively to ensure that they get what they need. Our single mothers, who need care, who need help with their children, we have to ensure that we have somebody they can talk to, somebody that they can rely on. Our elderly who need assistance, who need care, who need to get on the Yes We Care program, we have to ensure that we have a man who can be caring for the elderly, and that man is Nicholls Shanks Esprit. I don't know what we have on the other side. I don't know what the other side has done for you. You know better than me. And so we have to ensure that this time around we do the right thing and we vote for the Dominica Labour Party and Nicholls Shanks Esprit. Labour wants Salisbury. And you, the good people of Salisbury, have got to bring it home so that we can develop our feeder roads, we can develop our agricultural sector, we can develop sports and all the things that you enjoy in this community. We need to take them to the next level, and Labour Party is the only party that can do that. And you don't have to feel sorry for anybody if you decide that you're not going to vote for them this time around. If you love your Workers' Party, that's fine, but you have to do what is right for your community. And what is right is to vote Labour this time around, to vote Nicholls Shanks Esprit. That is what is right this time around. And so, I want to bring to the podium a powerful woman. A woman, again, who has supported Labour with all that she has. A strong woman, a determined woman, a woman who has been a part of the Labour Women's Organization for so long. A woman who believes in Labour, a woman who believes in Shanks. Brothers and sisters, Labourites, welcome to the podium, Utah Toulon.
We ready. He red, she red. We ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, ministers of government, candidates of the Dominica Labour Party, supporters and friends, good evening. As president of the Labour Party Women's Arm of the Salisbury, Salisbury and Monrachet constituency, I stand before you to endorse our candidate, Nicholls Shanks Esprit. Shanks, as he is more affectionately known, has been working with the Labour Party Women's Arm, the LYO, and the basketball team. In fact, I can say that Shanks is a people's person. I can proudly say from the time that Shanks came on the scene, he has been very instrumental in securing funds for the payment of school fees and school supplies for needy children of our constituency. This man, Shanks, has been working with the Women's Arm in all developments areas in the constituency. The many people he has assisted in alleviating their housing needs can testify that Shanks has made an impact on their lives. Tonight, I want to say to you that the Salisbury, Salisbury and Monrachet Labour Party Women's Arm is giving full support to the candidacy of our dear brother, Nicholls Shanks Esprit. Shanks is the man for the people and of the people. Labourites, as you go to the polls on December 8th, I am asking you, look for the shoe symbol and the name Nicholls Shanks Esprit on the ballot paper. On this ballot, you will mark your X for Nicholls Shanks Esprit. I also want to say to you that a vote for Shanks is a vote for Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit. At our women's meeting, remember that I always say, conscience will be our guide on that day. Look around Dominica and you will see the many projects undertaken by this Labour Party government. We need this government to continue holding the reins of power in Dominica. 5 more years is all I ask. Vote Labour, vote Shanks, vote Roosevelt Skerrit, and vote for the Dominica Labour Party. Shanks is the man for Salisbury, Salisbury, and Monrajet constituency. In closing, I need to remind you, our supporters, that when you go to the poll, you enter that booth to put that X. Remember, it is you, the voter, the ballot paper, the pencil, conscience, and God is at your back, tapping on your shoulder. That is why conscience is our guide on this polling day. I thank you.
Labour, 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 Labour power. Put the Labour Party, come together in unity. Labour, 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 Labour power. Who second they are called? Labour Party back more. Better roads and the new college. More employment and development. Free education, house money and land.
Thank you. And you know, Yuta is right. Conscience has to guide you on December 8th. And that conscience has to say to you that we have to put this young man in parliament. Some people might say, okay, well, if Labour winning, we can make Shanks a senator. Well, Shanks was a senator already. Now it's time for him to move up. But not only that, you need somebody who can voice your concerns in the right places. You need somebody who can sit at the table and send your concerns directly to the Prime Minister and to the ministers of government. You have a young man who can hold a ministry, who can be a minister of government. Shanks Passot, no? He Passot. You understand? This is a young man who can do well for you and who can represent you well. And I have seen him in operation. That boy, not easy, you know. He not easy. And if he wants something for his constituency, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it for you. And so you cannot reject a young man like that. You have got to send Shanks to Parliament to represent you. And don't worry who come after. Don't worry what they become after. That's okay. You have got to ensure that your conscience helps you to get Shanks to Parliament on December 8th. And we will be here with you on the 8th of December, rejoicing and being happy that you have done the right thing. Shanks is a man, he's a young man. He's a man of the youth. And never before have I seen such a solid LYO in the Salisbury constituency. LYO, where you? Yeah. I mean, I have never seen such a strong LYO here. The LYO is over 50 strong. Never heard of that in Salisbury. And so the young people too want to pay tribute to Shanks and his leadership in the constituency. Because what Labour Party is saying this time around is that leadership is everything. Leadership is everything. And if a man cannot even lead his campaign, what do you have him leading you for? And if a man cannot read well, you need a man who can read properly, to read what you want him to read. And when it is time for him not to read and to talk, that man will talk on your behalf. So brothers and sisters, you know that you've got to send Nicholls Shanks Esprit to Parliament. And so the young people, as I was saying earlier on, want to also pay tribute to Shanks. And so that is why we are bringing to the podium Shanika Pierre of Salisbury to pay tribute on behalf of the youth.
Work for me, Scaro. Work for me, Scaro. Work for me, Scaro. Work for me, Central, Rosso, Labour, Yaman,
Nicholls Shanks Esprit, other delegates, supporters, friends, good evening. I stand here this evening representing the youth to endorse the next parliamentary representative for the Salisbury constituency, Mr. Nicholls Shanks Esprit. Shanks, as we all know him, was raised in Salisbury from age 7. Having seen the light, he not only expressed his interest to representing the people as the new candidate, but also showed his willingness to work and achieve for the common good of the constituency as a whole. Immediately, he began working with the women's arm, the general body, and more frequently, the youth. He keeps us on our toes, ensuring we have frequent meetings, visits and donations to the sick and elderly, home visits to new voters and other prospective Labourites. We, the youth, have seen the potential and capability of Mr. Nicholls Shanks Esprit. A man with a vision and foresight, a humble yet caring man. He is not yet in office, and he has already walked in every nook and cranny of this constituency, ensuring that he is in touch with everyone, young and old alike. Mr. Esprit has already ensured that the needs of the school children are met by the introduction of textbooks and school supplies. He has been influential in government's assistance with the Salisbury Playing Field, the upcoming Monrachet Road Rehabilitation Project, and the Grand Savannah Water Project. He has been very instrumental in empowering young people through the National Employment Program, NEP. I firmly say to you, the people of the Salisbury constituency, especially the youth, to put your eggs next to the shoe and vote for the man with the vision. The man was already demonstrated effective leadership in this constituency. Our little water boy, Mr. Nicholls Shanks Esprit. Because to us, leadership is everything. Labour diet swavai, Labour cat swavai, even Labour kid swavai. Labour!
Work for me, Scaro. Work for me, Scaro. Work for me, Scaro. Work for me, Central, Rosso, Labour, Yaman, Colio, Maho, Labour, Yo, Wesley, Salisbury, Labour, Grandpa, Bossy, Labour. What we do is check, Scary, all of we voted Scary, Labour, right, check, Scary, put your leg, we voted Scary, education, check, Scary, all of we voted Scary, check, Scary, all of we voted Scary.
And we're voting Nicholls Esprit too. We're voting Scarrett and we're voting Nicholls Shanks Esprit. And you heard from the young lady, from Shanika, all of the projects that Shanks has already begun to undertake in this constituency. Even Magwesa super football. This man is ready to move. He's like a rocket ready to go. And you just have to be that energy behind him. And talking about energy is not geothermal energy, it's not nuclear energy, it's the energizer who is going to come next. Brothers and sisters, put your hands together and welcome Mr. Welland, the energizer.
These sexy girls of Dominica are with Labour. Labour.
going to rock the crowd better than that. I have to give them more energy. Labour! Zimbabwe! Labour!
This is the ring. And what it say? December 8th is the date. Make it a date. Remember, to be there and vote. And vote the Dominica Labour Party. By the shoes. Woo! Woo! There we go. Welcome, Mr. Blackmore. This time, we have good representation for this new millennium. We power PM administration. This time, we longing for prosperity with Mr. Nicholls Shanks Esprit. For fully beating on my chest, Salisbury. Have you heard what Shanks can do? Business for you and me. Have you heard what Shanks can do? Even employment too. Have you heard what Shanks can do? Get the youth off the street. Have you heard what Shanks can do? Improve up in the roads. We never wanna let you go. Shanks, we want you to know that you're the one for us. Welcome! We never wanna let you down. Shanks, we want the world to know you are the one for us. Have you heard what Shanks can do? Business for you and me. Have you heard what Shanks can do? Even employment too. Have you heard what Shanks can do? Get the youth off the street. Have you heard what Shanks can do? Improve up in the road. It's time. Woo! We have good representation for this new millennium. We power PM administration. This time, we longing for prosperity. With Mr. Nicholls Shanks Esprit. For fully beating on my chest, Salisbury. People of the West Coast, Salisbury fully beating on my chest. Remember, on the day of election, remember the cross for Shanks. Make sure you put your cross by the shoes. Labour! Woo! Put your X by the shoes. Nicholls Esprit for Salisbury. Fully beating and Monraket. Put your X. We voting. Shanks can survive. Shanks we voting. Labour we voting. Shanks we voting. Shanks can survive. Gully Bistri, Monrachet, Zimbabwe. Shanks we voting. Labour we voting. Labour we voting. Shanks can survive. Labour we voting. Prosperity and proper representation. With Shanks, you have that and more. And Honorable Rupert Derrick. Woo! Thank you.
Labour, 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 Labour power. Both the Labour Party come together in unity. Labour, 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 Labour power. Who second they are called? Labour Party back more. Better roads and the new college. More employment and development. Free education.
All right, look energy. And I am sure you can imagine that on a big truck in the big Labour Party motorcade on December 7th. That big motorcade, make sure that on December 7th that you're part of that. And that we will be going around the country to ensure that the people of Dominica know exactly what Labour has done. But brothers and sisters, I was in Wesley last night. I was not supposed to be your MC tonight, but I was happy to share a few moments with you. Now the big guns are going to come, and we're giving you another big gun to continue the hosting tonight. Ambassador Dr. Vince Henderson.
Labour, 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 Labour power. Both the Labour Party come together in unity. Labour, 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 Labour power. Who second they are called?
Thank you very much, Mr. Ed Regis, the General Secretary of the Dominica Labour Party, the only organized and the best party in the history of the Commonwealth of Dominica. Brothers and sisters, tonight I am here because I wanted to be here. I am here because I wanted to be part of the endorsement of someone that I have known from the time he was a boy. So tonight, I am very excited that the Dominica Labour Party is presenting you the best candidate for the Salisbury constituency for the 2014 elections. Shanks Nicholls Esprit. I can tell you a thing or two about Shanks. I taught Shanks at high school. I taught Shanks at ITSS from 4th to 5th form. Shanks was the best chemistry student that I have ever taught. Zokavwe Shanks la, me Shanks e abouki savant. When it comes to math, when it comes to physics, when it comes to chemistry, I have never met a student as bright as Shanks. And I am not saying this because I am trying to get you to vote for him. I am saying this because it is in fact the truth. And I remember when I taught him back then, I remember Shanks used to take my, I had an old little car, Shanks used to take my car and go, you know. Shanks was very student. Shanks used to go to garden. Shanks used to plant his melon. He used to ensure that he is engaged in something positive. And this is why tonight we are very excited to welcome Shanks to the family of the Dominica Labour Party. But you know, the Energizer says it's time. Brothers and sisters, there is nothing that can stop time. But there's nothing that can stop a man whose time has come. And Shanks, your time has come. And this is why Salisbury, Salisbury and Monrachet are going to elect you as the parliamentary representative, because your time has come. Brothers and sisters, we will talk about that more. But I am excited to be here, because for the first time, you will have the opportunity to join the family of Labour by finally electing a member of parliament for the Salisbury constituency on the Labour Party ticket. And this is why it is my pleasure to introduce the next speaker, who himself is no stranger to service. Mr. DJ, something is happening. Mr. DJ.
Labour working, Labour. Labour working, 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 Labour working.
Change, real change. Dominica is on the rise. Yes, we're changing people's lives. Change, real change. I tell you, Labour working, people smiling with sunshine in their eyes. That is change. That is change. They say they want change in this land. They only try their best to fool Dominicans. One smart and up at two smart door. The people say the change come after 2000 for sure.